Hi, welcome in. I'm Ariel.
Hi, Ariel. Armando.
Hi. Cindy. Hello.
Andres.
Andres. Nice to meet all of you.
Same.
So tell me a little bit about why you've come in today.
Sure. Well, I'll start. So we've been having some conflict in our home lately, and we need some help getting through this. No matter how much we try to talk through it, it always ends up in an argument.
Okay, well, that can definitely be frustrating. Communication is a hard skill for a lot of people, honestly, so it's something that I can help you all with today. But what exactly is the conflict about?
Sure. Andres just sits around all day at home. It seems like there's no motivation. He doesn't want to do anything for anyone except for himself. And I know we raised him better than that. So it feels like a reflection that we did a bad job teaching him what is important.
Okay, Andres, how would you respond to that?
No, she's just being dramatic like always. I work full time, and I always buy them food if they ask me to. She's just mad at me for quitting school, and I already told her that before. School's just not for me.
Andres, there's no reason for you not to finish. You're just putting up a fight for no reason.
Exactly. Working is fine, but it's obviously it's not going to make you successful. And as long as you finishing school will.
Okay, so it definitely seems like school is something that's really important to you two. And like you feel that it's what's best for Andres. Is that correct? Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And Andres, you've already explained that you don't feel like school is really the right place for you. Is that correct?
Yes. I still have goals, and I know I'm going to be successful without my degree.
Okay. So Armando and Cindy, if you could wake up tomorrow and everything was resolved between you and Andres, what do you think that would look like? How would the dynamic be different than what it currently is?
I guess it would feel much better if we wouldn't have to worry about his independence and him being able to provide for himself and all his needs. Okay,
what about for you, Andres?
Everything would be better if they just didn't bug me so much or involve themselves in, what I do. They would just trust that I can figure out what's best for myself without a degree.
Okay, I completely understand each of your perspectives. So from what I'm hearing, it seems as though you two are experiencing a bit of a generational disconnect from Andres and vice versa. Andres, your parents likely have a history that explains why they find education so important and why they believe that their involvement is necessary. Do you think you can understand that as a possibility?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And do you both think that you can consider Andres may not necessarily need a degree if he believes that he can be successful and have that independence that you two were worried about if he does work hard at his job?
Yes, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how willing and ready do you feel capable of beginning to change your communication habits and your behaviors to ones that are more considerate of each other's perspective?
I would say probably a 7.
Yeah.
I would agree.
And what about you, Andres?
Yeah, me too, I guess.
Okay. So that's awesome. You all seem very motivated to resolve the conflict that's happening in your home, and that's a really important place to start. So since you know what your end goal is and you understand what it is that's going to help you reach it, those changing behaviors and seeing things from each other's perspective, I really wouldn't recommend a really drawn out or lengthy therapy process. Instead, what I would say is I would try to provide you with some resources and tools to help you start putting those habits into effect. And I would just check in with you all once or twice more. It's something that we call solution-focused brief therapy, when your needs are not very extensive and I feel that it can be resolved in a short period of time. And the other thing that I would try to incorporate in order to address that generational disconnect that I mentioned would be something called a transgenerational model, where I would look into y'all's history and trying to explain it well to Andres and kind of help you all see it from his generation's point of view as well. So that's definitely something that we're going to be working on our next few sessions, and we'll get you connected with those resources from here. Okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.